YouTube family, this is Grown B, and I really want to be good at Tekken. But I'll be honest, the kind of state that the game is in right now, I'm not a big fan of just the overall playstyle that's required to be successful. But just in the depths of my heart, I just don't like there to be a lot of fighting games that I'm not somewhat competitive in. And so I decided to train someone else to be my third training partner. Because my current rival and training partner, we fight in every fighting game together. We'll do sets to 10, we'll play for hours. But we always felt like, man, if we had one other person to push both of us to either be just out of reach or just on our tails to keep us fresh and keep us going, it would be phenomenal. And so there's a saying that goes, if you really want to test and improve your skills, teach what you know to someone else. So as a result, man, I reached out to one of my followers who is a little bit more of a casual than me and my training partner. And we've kind of decided, instead of just looking for that third person, we're just going to train that third person up. We got onto this topic about mind games, and it was because we noticed that she was kind of lost and a little bit hesitant in her offense. And so I started talking to her about different things that I do out of crouch dash in order to catch my main training partner off guard, using ambiguous grabs that are hard to guess, which kind of forces people to duck to try to avoid the grabs altogether, and then I can start launching with some mids. And that's when she started to say, I really don't play any mind games. I'm really not thinking about that kind of stuff. I'm just going out there and trying to get my moves to land. And so I don't know if it's maybe just my personality or if I just kind of underestimated how mind games are implemented into people's strategies at the different skill levels. I always thought that it was just fundamental, but now it's starting to seem like maybe it's a little bit more of an intermediate, if not an advanced level skill. I can admit that I've never been the best at memorizing all the frame data in all of the games. And so one of the things I've always kind of depended on is, can I manipulate my opponent? Can I set up situations where I learn their tendencies or their weaknesses? And can I create false perceptions of weakness within myself? Or all of these different things. And I just thought that everybody did this. I thought that everybody kind of just started off with this mentality about how they play. But after kind of training someone that's a little bit more casual than I am, I'm realizing that that's not true. If you're somewhat new to fighting games, or maybe you're a beginner, or maybe you're just very casual, kind of let me know, what is your mindset when you first go into learning, not necessarily just Tekken, but any fighting game? Are you really just focused on trying to learn your character? Are you focused on trying to just master combos? Because I think that's pretty common, and it's also something that this new young lady that I'm training was kind of talking about. She says, man, I'm just trying to make sure that I can do the combos that I've practiced. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. One of the things that I've always said is my biggest weakness is just character and technical knowledge. And so I've always depended on those mind games and being able to predict what my enemy is going to do. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of take ranked a little bit less seriously, because there's so many characters and so many moves, and even different playstyles and tendencies within those characters and those moves from different players. I just don't feel like the limited interaction of the ranked setup really is conducive to just like both players getting better, as opposed to just grabbing up some vanity metrics. This is why I just love getting into a private lobby and just fighting for a while, because then you get to learn each other's tendencies, you get to learn how people are using the character, you get to learn more about the characters themselves. And I think after about 4 or 5 sets, both players have enough information to really begin to truly fight and push each other to the limit, and both benefit from what that particular set or session looks like. But again, that's really tough to do with just 2 people. And so I'm just expanding on what I would like for this to kind of look like as I go on my journey. So training somebody else who may not be as familiar with the game. And she uses one of the characters that I generally have trouble with. And so let me know what you guys think about the mind games thing. Do you guys think that that is something that beginners or casuals do, or is that more of an advanced or at least intermediate skill? If you like the video, like it. If you think someone else might like it, share it. And if you want to see more, I really hope that you would subscribe.
Nice.